Hey guys, wanted to go over real quick what we're working on this week and answer any questions. I know we had a very fast day with early release. So remember, you now have your bell work notebook. So when you log in between 7:10 and 7:40 in the morning, you can check over here, your bell work notebook. There'll be some reading or math warm-up practice for you guys to start. Uh, that is not going to be collected or due, but the more of it you do, the further ahead you'll get. So try to get in early every morning and get as many of those done as you can between 7:10 and 7:40. 7:40, we crank it up with the morning show in our class announcements. Tomorrow we'll have a guidance lesson at 8 o'clock. Ms. Varnador will be here. Mr. Spina will read. Um, Remember to keep working on your Achieve 3000. We're going to go back in and practice that. Now, a lot of people had some questions. We were supposed to read page 52 about electricity and motion and underline any relationships or details that seem important. Then it says go to your reading notebook. That should say writing notebook. And a lot of people are asking, where is the paragraph that I'm talking about? So if you go in here under 9/28, today's date, introductory paragraph. Remember that your introduction paragraph should include the following: a hook to grab the attention and a controlling idea that tells the topic of your essay. So all you're doing today is writing the introduction paragraph about what we just read, and here's your topic. Why is electricity so important to you? Give 2 examples of things that you use most that are operated by electricity. That's going to be the same prompt all week. So you're not really giving the 2 examples, because the 2 examples will be tomorrow's paragraph. You're going to write about 1 example. Then Wednesday's paragraph, you're going to write about another example. Thursday, you're going to write a conclusion. And then on Friday, you're going to have a final paper again. And Mr. Spina and I are going to ask for you to cut and paste that into your final. See it over here, electricity final paper. Now you won't see that in your notebook yet. All you're going to see is the introduction. Then tomorrow you'll see the first body, then the second body, and then on 10/1 you'll see the conclusion. And then you're going to cut and paste all those into the final page, and that'll be the page that we grade. Each paragraph is worth 10 points. So this writing assignment is worth a grand total of 40 points. It's due Friday. Friday is going to be the day that you put it all together. So all your writing should be done by Friday. You're just putting it all together in the same page to submit, and we will have built-in time to help people do that during class on Friday and Zoom. But remember, if you log off and then go away and then don't ask for help and then you don't do it, it's very hard for Mr. Spina and I to help you, right? We are also going to ask on Friday, you have a ton of extra time. We're going to ask that throughout the week, we want you guys to be writing this. So we'll talk about this tomorrow in class, but we're going to ask for you guys to get out a piece of paper and handwrite this also. And then if your mom or your dad or anybody can take a picture and send it to us, we just want to have a writing sample of your actual handwriting. It's been very hard with e-learning to see people's writing, but we do get tested on that for FSA. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow, but just be prepared. And that's not due Friday like the writing in here, but we want everybody to handwrite this out when you're done and you have it complete, so that we can get a sample of your writing to start to guide you in different areas that can help your writing. So that is going to be the writing, basically the reading and writing for the entire week. The most important part of it is that writing of that paragraph. So let me go back to Monday. We also did, this is the math quiz that we did. It is worth 20 points. It says right in here, if you don't ever know where to go, you just come in here and read. It says, we're going to work together to go in and do it in Canvas. And I think we accidentally deleted out where it goes in here when we were looking at it earlier. But in the math FSA practice, you will see under today's date, 9/28, is a 12-question quiz. Now, it gets to 20 points because some of these questions, like FSA style, the questions near the end that are a little more complicated get worth more points. Now, in class, we answered 3 of these together, so everybody should be getting those 3 right. So we told them to get out a piece of paper and number 1 to 14 and work these out. And then you go over to Canvas, click on your quiz, and enter in the answers. So everyone's grades should be in there and updated. This is very, very specific to what we've been working on in class the previous 3 weeks. We're going to do 2 more of these this week because we're kind of done with the math unit now. So now we're going to have a couple of days to see really where people stand. There is only one chance to do these, one chance to submit the answers, because This isn't participation. This is really to see who understands, to help us, because we have a couple more weeks to teach you guys things before we have to take our big monthly test. So if we go back to what to do, we also started our next STEM today, which is the toy inventor experiment. They can tell you all about that. And then always look down in the checklist. We're going to add in the things that they need to finish up for the week. So the Science Weekly Investigation, the Social Studies, this is all independent. These are all points. The quizzes, we've actually posted them now. So usually the quizzes were posted Friday, but they can work on these anytime they want, and they just have to have them done by Friday. A quick reminder, every assignment in language arts, science, social studies, and math that was before this week has been reopened for you to take again. So that means you can take any of those assignments and retake them. So if it's out of 5 points and you get 2, you can retake it and you get the highest score. Also, it's actually set up where you can retake it 3 times. So if you retake it, if you get a 2 and then you retake it, you get a 3. After you retake it the second time, it posts the answers. So you can look at the answers, go back to your books, change the answers, figure out why you got it wrong, then go in and take the quiz again with the answers. So we're doing that because it's participation. It was the beginning of the year. The first 4 weeks, you can retake, triple take any of the assignments we've done throughout the year. That will not always be the case moving forward. For the participation scores, you'll have 2 chances, like these quizzes down here, where you work independently, you'll have 2 chances. It still pretty much gives you the answers after you take it. So all you have to go is back and double check your answers, figure out why you got it wrong, and then update it. And there are still a lot of people not going in and taking advantage of that. We are going to start progress alerts and conferences by the end of this week into next week. And some of the grades are very, very low because people aren't going in and trying very hard. It's very hard for Mr. Spina and I to get you guys motivated to do a lot of these things through the computer. But there's only so much we can do. We feel like we've given everybody tons of opportunities to retake quizzes, redo things, prove that they're working hard. So it's all up to you. Now, the good news is tons of people are doing spectacular. We have a lot of hard workers, and we're doing a really, really good job. But when I look at the grade book and I still see people with math quizzes out of 5 and they still have like 1s, I just don't know exactly what they're doing. So if you have any questions, Mr. Spina and I will be back online between 1 and 2 o'clock, 1:20 and 2 o'clock every single day for help. But be prepared this week. We have a couple of important math quizzes, 1 chance to take this week to prepare for our monthly test. We have a writing assignment this week. And remember, anybody that wants to go back, your STEM scores are posted. If you want to look at those scores and then reach out to me, you can update them and change them. We will change your score. But remember, you have to now reach out to us to have it changed. We're not just going to go in and look. All right, I hope that all makes sense. Send us a message if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.